So I don't know if you guys know who Unotheactivist is, but he's an underground legend that's been in the game since the early SoundCloud days, since 2015, coming up with Playboi Carti, with also some people linking him and Playboi Carti being cousins, even though they're not actually cousins. But Unotheactivist is one of my favorite rappers right now. He just dropped his most recent project called Limbus 3, and that series is absolutely fire. And he also dropped Unoverse 3 last year, which is my top 3 favorite projects last year. Limbus 3 was pretty fire too, so Unotheactivist has just been a crazy good rapper. And if you don't know what he sounds like, he kind of raps over rage beats, kind of has the Playboi Carti sound, and is known to actually influence Playboi Carti with his current sound and his actual sound in general. But anyways, that being said, Unotheactivist says that he's quitting music. And this sucks because he's so good, man. I don't think Unotheactivist should retire by any means. So let's just kind of break down why he's wanting to retire, because this is kind of groundbreaking news to me. So, Unotheactivist on some tweets say, neither 8 nor LSD is better than Limbus 3. You'll soon realize that. So, 8 was I would probably say a classic album mixtape from Unotheactivist, which a lot of people loved. And LSD, I haven't actually heard that project by Unotheactivist, but he's saying Limbus 3 is better than both those projects. Then he also tweets, you're not appreciating my masterpiece, as you should. You're not being delicate with the art. But some will understand, the majority won't. So he's pretty much just saying people aren't appreciating his most recent work. And his most recent project has been fire, Limbus 3. I showed one of my best friends that project, and he's like, man, I'm obsessed with it. Like the song Dumb Thoughts, Heathen, all crazy good songs, man. Payout. Payout's my favorite off of Limbus 3. Limbus 3 is so fire, man. Unotheactivist also tweets out, no more underground. I dropped the last underground album for everybody. R.I.P. So I think he's implying, I'm no longer in the underground anymore. Does that mean he just signed a deal? Or does that mean he's actually retiring and quitting? That's the question. He also tweets, all this pain I got will swallow you whole. Who the fuck thought I would be the one that's chosen? Fuck some flowers and fuck some roses. I got a whole family to feed. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. No posing on this mic is the only thing that bring me closer. So I know that those are some bars from the album. And for me personally, when I listen to Unotheactivist, I just listen to him for his cadence and his flows and the beat. So I don't remember most of these lyrics, so I'm not too sure what song that's from. Then he also commented or tweeted, never had no handout, did it on my own. They know I'm a star, that's why they're trying to play me like a clone. They all that I'm a king, fuck a throne. These little bitty heathens don't know right from wrong. So those are some bars from the song Heathen, which is one of my favorite on the project. And yeah, he's pretty much saying a lot of people clone his style because they know he's a star, but he's just not signed anybody. Let me just give you some examples of people that 100% stole Unotheactivist sound and ran with it. This is an unpopular opinion, but the rapper Hard Knock 100% sounds like Unotheactivist. You know what I mean? Even the artist named Rolling Thrax, who's absolutely fire. You know what I mean? Some people may even say Vamp Leak, but I don't think Vamp Leak. But definitely Hard Rock and Rolling Thrax 100% sound like Unotheactivist. So, you know what I mean? Obviously Playboi Carti sound, you know what I mean? But Unotheactivist, I can just tell, he's just not feeling appreciated. He also tweeted, that being said, that was my last project. Farewell Underground, I quit. So, Unotheactivist put his gloves up, hung up his gloves, and he's like, man, I'm retiring. And to me, this is absolutely sad news because it's like, man, Unotheactivist is retiring. I can't believe it, man. But at the same time, I think he knew that a lot of blogs would be posting about it, you know what I mean? Including Bobbylem. And this is where I'm reading the post from his Instagram. So, Unotheactivist actually made a comment on this post by Bobbylem about him retiring. And Unotheactivist said, I'm just back to the black community. So I'm not really sure what that necessarily means. I'm Back to the Black Community by Unotheactivist, but apparently he's retiring. But if you're a fan of Unotheactivist, you gotta be supporting this man. He's making some fire music. It may not always be the best mixing, but almost that raw factor of this music. This makes his music just go even harder. You know what I mean? Somebody commented, bro was supposed to keep it at that. Lucky made it out finally. Just gotta wait your turn for real, for real. Yeah, Unotheactivist just gotta keep dropping, man. Just keep dropping, keep doing him. His time will come. It'll be a TikTok hit, and then his fans will just get even bigger. It'll be worth it, man. Like Lucky just officially got to the mainstream stage. He sold 25K. He sold more than Freddie Gibbs, Corday, more than Kid Cudi, almost the Migos. So I think Unotheactivist will definitely have his time to shine at some point. Somebody commented, he's been in too long, but he shouldn't quit. Yeah, I don't think he should quit, man. I think he should just be the Lil Wayne of the underground like he's already been. Just drop lots of music. The respect will eventually come. I hope this video definitely gives him some more respect that he deserves. Because he deserves more respect, man. Unotheactivist is fire, man. And I only got into Unotheactivist last year. Before I wasn't a fan. When I really dug into his discography, Unotheactivist is the truth. He's so fire, man. Like, he's absolutely insane. Somebody commented, unfortunate, but I feel him. We're letting all these little underground niggas surpass him with less of a catalog or talent. Uno a legend, but niggas too caught up on the hype. Even Lucky got a chance to be mainstream. It's a shame. Sad face. Man, yeah, like I don't get how people can listen to someone like Con or Rich Omari. Rich Omari's trash. Can's alright. He's kind of like a half version of Lucky, not even as good. He just has fire beats. And they're just surpassing Unotheactivist with multi listeners. You know what I mean? People gotta put some respect on Unotheactivist's name. Somebody commented, bro's a quitter. Man, he's not a quitter, he's been going hard. I think this is just the emotions hitting him. I'm sure he has so much music in the talk. It's just hard doing something for so long and nobody listening or just watching, right? So I think people will eventually, I think he should blow up hopefully soon. If not, he's had a crazy career. But yeah, he should definitely not quit. Somebody commented, he clearly said, farewell underground. He's trying for a mainstream appealing sound. I mean, you know, he definitely has some fires. Like the songs where he does hyper pop, like the song with Ty Dolla $ign. I forget the song name, but he can make some fire underground, like mainstream sounding songs. But man, he should not quit. Like, he should not quit. Somebody commented, bro had a lot set in South Africa. Underground artists don't tour the world. This nigga ain't quitting. He just built a switch up the sound from genetic underground, I think. Bro detaching himself from the underground narrative. Uno rebirth. I'm ready for it. That's the case. Bro can't quit. He not allowed to, bro. Yeah, Unotheactivist can't quit. And that's a good point. I don't know if it's a marketing or something, but like, I'm sure he has fans all over the world. Like, if he's just able to tour different countries and just really build those audiences everywhere, maybe that will help. Maybe that's what that guy means. I'm not too sure though. Somebody commented, he's saying he wants to be mainstream. Like, he can start to sound more mainstream. I mean, he can do what he wants, but the sound he has right now is pretty fire. But one thing I will say, I think Unotheactivist is probably the most talented artist on the underground. He can do every single pocket. He can adjust very quickly. He can have a fast flow, slow flow. He can sing. I'll say the only other artist, no, I think it's him, because he's mainstream now. So Uno's the most talented in the underground by far. Somebody commented, I feel like Uno is holding himself back. Unoverse 3 was a top tier Uno project. But bro, don't want to sign no type of record deal. If he will push behind the U3 album, I promise you, he would have been on, bro. Think he can do everything in the plenty? That shit won't work for everybody. So yeah, like, I think if he was signed, he'd get way more recognition. I don't know why he didn't sign. Like, I know he likes that freedom. But yeah, Unoverse 3 is a classic. That one's fire. Olympus 3 is still settling in with me. There's a few songs on Olympus 3 I just don't like as much, but Still probably no misses, but Universe 3 is a classic. 100% a classic, man. Oh God.